with you for another game. And tonight we'll be calling, starting this one off solo here, the Ohio State versus Indiana college football game. And we are set up for a good one. And we're ready to kick off, folks, as right away, let's bring out Indiana and Mendoza comes on out. Thank you for everyone tuning in. We've got a great game for you tonight, and I'm excited to be calling this one. Second college game I'm calling today. And out comes Mendoza and that Indiana offense. Let's take a look at what we're going to see here. And both teams come into this game 12-0 on the season. Yeah, just what a season for both these teams. And Ohio State, especially my favorite. Ohio State. My prediction to win this game, I forget what I said, like 31-24, but it's gonna be a win for Ohio State, maybe 38-24. And it's gonna start. It's gonna be Mendoza back out to throw, and it's gonna be taken in. That's by number 13. So number 13, is Isaiah Sarrett, and Mendoza is down. That is not how you want to start the game. Mendoza able to find Sarah, and he's shaken up. And that was not an easy fall either. And Mendoza is still down. What a start to this one. That is not what you wanted to see as Indiana, of course, coming into this game as the underdog. And already we have number 16, Alberto Mendoza. Are they related? Yeah, they're brothers. Wow. His brother is going to come in to take over for him. So Mendoza out in the first play. In comes his brother. That's crazy. His brother's the backup quarterback. That's not something you see every day. What a start to this one as wow, this has been a wild start now as yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Mendoza walking, which is a good sign. So he's helped to the sideline as we'll see what the call is. But first play, you get injured in the championship, in the Big Ten championship. That's just not what you want to see. But his brother comes on in, who's the backup quarterback. I think his brother is pretty good too. As St. Blood Mendoza, one of the top quarterbacks. And it's a younger brother, twin brother, I don't know. But yeah, Mendoza, backup brother Mendoza, hands it off. And that's going to be enough for the first down. He's going to hand it off to number 1. That is going to be Amir Farrell, their safety. Wait, what? No, the running back, Roman Hemby, gets it. That makes it a first down. So first and 10 now for Indiana, able to get through. So first and 10. Let's see what they got up their sleeves here. Is Mendoza. Mendoza, the starter, number 15, already back out there after the first play. I'm pulling for Indiana tonight. Let's see it. All right. Yeah, let's see it. Comment down below. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Mendoza, back out. It's going to be a handoff. And the RB will be stuffed. Who was that? That's going to be number 1 of Roman Hemby. So the Hooters offense. Carter Smith. That's the O-line. Carter Smith, Drew Evans. Yeah, they got Roman Hemley, E.J. Williams Jr. Just reading off some of the guys' names there. As we now back out, Mendoza hands it on off. And he's going to be stuffed there, not allowed to go anywhere. That's going to make it a third down. Wow. 3rd and 4 now as he's stuffed, not able to go anywhere. So 3rd down. And Buckeyes defense showing up these last couple of plays. They're doing good against the one. I see Mendoza try to throw the ball a bit, get it down the field. Indiana does seem to be a more of a one team to start, but yeah, let's see what they got here. Is Mendoza back out there? Mendoza back out to throw. Going, rolling, escapes the pocket. Rolling still as Mendoza goes up. caught by the 50 and down past the 50, around the 48. Mendoza able to get it on in, and that to find his receiver there. That's first down. Who caught that? Gonna take a look back at that. Yeah, that's gonna be number 80 who comes in with it. And that's gonna, yeah, that is Charlie Becker. So Charlie Becker able to hold on to it as we're continuing this one. Thank you for everyone tuning in as Mendoza back out, goes up high. It's gonna find, and it's gonna be incomplete. He's not able to hold on. It's gonna be number 3, the attended receiver of Omar Cooper Jr. Yeah, on college rosters, you gotta look to see who. You gotta look at the position to see who this is because yeah, there's 3 threes on this roster. That's how big college rosters are. Of course, guarded by number 3 of Ohio State as well. Might as well. But that's going to make it 2nd and 10 now. It's going to be a handoff as it's going to be taken about a yard for number 8. Number 8, that's going to be the running back, Kanon Black. Kayvon Black there. It's going to make it a 3rd down now. Let's see what the Hooters got up their sleeves here as Ohio State playing their defense tough. I'm excited to see this Ohio State offense. So many explosive pieces. Let's see what they got up their sleeves tonight as back out there. And they got to, after the play, as Mendoza back out to throw, taking his time, escapes, and he's going to be taken on down. And I'll be back in just and it's going to be kicked on away. And after that, it's going to be yeah, it's gonna be Ohio State who's gonna start off with it. So yeah, let's see what Ohio State has up their sleeve now as Indiana, Ohio State's defense able to hold off Indiana there, and now we're gonna see what to expect from this Ohio State offense, this explosive Ohio State offense. Excited to see it, but we'll be back in just one moment. All right, so welcome back as it's the first quarter. Score is still 0-0 in this one as the Buckeyes are going to come on offense and let's see what they got. Of course, they're coming off that win against Michigan, a huge win against Michigan after, of course, Michigan has won 4 straight, but the Buckeyes, since winning the national championship last year, they haven't stopped. Now back out there. It's going to be a handoff, fake handoff as they're going to find who else? But that's going to be Jameer Smith able to take it on in. What a play there. And yeah, just taking a look at the line. Austin Seviles, number 67, and then a few other players. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, he's related to the other Bo Jackson? I bet you he is. I wonder. Doesn't say Bo Jackson Jr. It may just be a coincidence. But anyway, back out there. Julian saying, back out there. Saying, back out to throw. Taking his time. Goes on up. And he's going to throw it off to the left out of bounds. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 now for the the Buckeyes. So 2nd and 10 now for the Buckeyes as he's going to throw it on out. And player to look out today for the Buckeyes, we got Jeremiah Smith. He is phenomenal. He's been a phenomenal wide receiver. He's going to be one of the top ones in this coming draft class. I'm excited to see what's going to happen for him. Also, what's his name? But anyway, it's going to be a handoff there. It's looking at the roster, so I didn't get to see who got the handoff there. Let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be Bo Jackson with the handoff. So that's going to make it 3rd and 6, gain of 4 yards. Insane. 1 for 2, 13 yards so far on this one. But the defense coming up clutch here. Let's see if Indiana is going to be able to hold them off. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 now. They're back out there. Moving now for sayings. Moving for Ohio State as saying back out there to throw. Goes up. And it's going to be intercepted. Taken on back. And a pick. Wow. Taking it away. Who was that? Number 7 of Indiana. Sets him up with great field position. And that is going to be Lewis Moore. What a play by Lewis Moore to take it on back. Wow. So, sayings throws an interception, and Indiana's trying to take the 1 spot away from Ohio State with a win. They're on their way of doing that, already setting themselves up in excellent field position, exactly what they needed to do, as now they are on their way to score. So Mendoza comes back out. We've already had 2 different Mendozas in the game as quarterback. Of course, we got the starter now back in, Philando Mendoza, and his backup, which is his brother. It's going to be a handoff. Mendoza hands it on off. That's going to go nowhere. Maybe gets a yard. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 9 now for the Hooters. So 2nd and 9. As they're going to dusting the play, they're going to line back up. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now. Let's see what Indiana got here. They're already in field goal range. They're set up, and yeah, they were struggling against the one in the last play. May see a few passes here. Feel like those may work. It's going to be thrown. It's going to be caught by number 13. That is Wyatt. I believe, yeah, Kellen Wyatt. Or is that Sargent? No, that's Sargent. Wyatt is 13, though. I was thinking of the defensive player, Wyatt. I don't know why I thought he was offense for a second on Indiana, but no, that's Sargent. Yeah, the double numbers in college. Very confusing. But anyway, we're back out there now. Mendoza, back out to throw. Rolling, going, being pressured, and he's going to throw out of bounds. That is going to make it 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff there. And yeah, that does not go much far as that's going to basically go nowhere, making it a 3rd and 10 here. But Indiana in prime position to get into the end zone here. Gotta give a shout out for Jonas. Thank you for doing the score bug for this game. As yeah, with 3rd and 10 left in this one, let's see if Indiana is able to punch it in here to start it on off. 3rd and 10. Mendoza goes back up, back out to throw, goes up. It's gonna be underthrown there as it hits the ground. And the Ohio State defense is able to deny Indiana the great field position. And with that, it's going to be 4th and 10. And on comes the field goal unit. Or do they go for it? They may want to make the gamble here. It's early, but nah, you got to play it safe. Go for the field goal. Of course, number 15, also the kicker, just to make it more confusing. That is going to be Nico Wadakic as the kick is up, and it barely makes it through. Almost hits the post, but that one goes in, and it's gonna be a 3-0 game for Indiana. So it's gonna be it's away. So the away score for Indiana, and they make it 3-0 early in this one, and we'll see if they're able to continue to get this done. But what a great start by Indiana. And I got to say, Indiana, their defense continues to play like this. I think they get it done. But that offense, though, they weren't able to respond. And 7-0 lead, much more prettier than a 3-0 lead. All offenses want to get 7 points, not 3. But as we go to the break, we got this 12 seed bracket being announced tomorrow. And we'll just take a look at like an idea of what it looks like right now. I'll do a prediction video for this bracket coming out very soon once the bracket officially gets released. But yeah, let's take a look at the playoff bracket. So I'm just gonna do the top 12 rankings. So we got this Alabama. Are they gonna make it? Because they just lost to Georgia. If you missed the call, mine and Kevin's call of the Alabama Georgia game, yeah, it was a 28-7 game with Georgia, yeah, dominated. That offense, that Georgia defense played amazing. The offense didn't even play good. Georgia, their just defense played so good that Simpson played terrible, and yeah, it's a shame. Alabama didn't really have a chance, but yeah, Georgia is going to be a threat going into the playoffs, and they're going to be a solid team that I feel like they could make it far. But yeah, taking a look at Georgia, they're going to be good. They're good. I think they could make it to the national championship possibly to take on Ohio State or Indiana. Whoever wins this game, we'll see. But I don't know. Actually, I don't think Georgia could beat Ohio State in the playoffs. Maybe in the national championship game, but not in the regular playoffs. But are we going to see the type playoffs like we did last year? There were just so many good teams, and are they going to put Texas in? Because Texas is rising. They may put Texas in over Alabama, which would be crazy, but you never know. Because people do love Arch Manning, and I would not be shocked if those people just put it in despite of that. But yeah, taking a look, got Ohio State the 1 seed. Indiana is the 2 seed. I think the winner of this game gets that 1 seed. If they don't, I don't know what else to say. They'd be the only undefeated team as well. And then we got Georgia as a 3 seed. The 4 seed is currently Texas Tech. And we got Oregon. Oregon, who got blown out by Ohio State as an 8 seed in the playoffs. Obviously, they were a good team because they went on to win the championship, but it was surprising at the time. Just a few other teams point out. Notre Dame, they went on a run last year to the national championship. They're a solid team. They just put up 70 on Syracuse. Just keep that in mind. They're a good team, but So they're going to always be reckoned with. But we're back with 6:51 left in the first, as it's going to be kicked away to Ohio State, and out comes the Buckeyes. And let's see what Julian Saying has. He's There's 3 touchdowns in the last week's game against Michigan, 233 yards, a great performance, 19 for 24. He's put up a great performance. Let's see what he has here, as it's a 3-0 game currently in this one, as Saying, and the Ohio State offense comes on back out. Saying's back in this one. Movement now for a lead, and that's the game from before, as Sayings goes back, and it's going to be caught by who else? It's going to be Jeremiah Smith with the catch, and it's still going to be short of the first down, but what a play by Jeremiah Smith. Going around, looking at him, he's going to be a top 5 wide receiver for years in the NFL, I feel like, and I'm excited to see type player he turns into. Similar, he's going to be like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Add that name to the list, maybe. We'll see, but he's going to be a solid receiver for sure. Back out there now, Sayings. Back out to throw, being pressured, escapes, and it's going to find, that's going to be number 17. 17 able to take it in. That is going to be Cornell Tate, also a solid player on wide receiver on this offense. Solid player that is going to be big player in the NFL next few years. But it's going to be 1st and 10 now, as the Buckeyes back out there. Movement around. Sayings back out to throw. Walling goes on up. It's going to be caught. What a catch by who else but Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith able. Let's just take a look at this play again. So Jeremiah Smith figures out Fives guarding him, able to get around, picks him up, goes in front to get the catch. And will be able to take it on in. So now it's going to be 1st and 10, as it's going to be a handoff to number 25 of Bo Jackson there. Handoff to Bo Jackson makes it 2nd down, as he's not able to gain enough for the 1st down there. Lining back up now, hands it on off, and he's going to be pressured down, not able to go anywhere, and that is going to make it a 3rd down now for Ohio State. So 3rd and 5 now, as see what they got here. Third and 5. Spread it on out. Got Tate out there. We got Jeremiah Smith out there. Back out to throw. Saying, going around. He's going to be pressured down and taken down for the tackle. That's going to be Hardy who takes him on down, and that's going to make it 4th and 9. Great pressure by this defense to deny them the 1st down, and now the Buckeyes most likely will punt it away. So now 4th and 9, as the punting unit comes on, and they are going to punt it on away, as Indiana is able to hold on. Fair catch at the 10, and out comes the Hooters, 3-0. Let's see if they could extend that lead, continue this upset, as the Hooters offense will come out next. But we'll be back after a quick break, and while we're on a quick break, we got my exclusive interview with with Mr. Westbrook, the Hall of Famer from the Eagles. Take a look at this. So I'm here with
Brian Westbrook.
And the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
The toughest team was probably one of the Minnesota Vikings team. They had a really good defensive line, some big guys up front, Kevin and Pat Williams, but they were a very physical football team.
And growing up, who is an NFL player you looked up to?
Walter Payton. Walter Payton was the best running back ever in my book, and he's one of those guys that worked his butt off in the all season, and something that I emulated as a young man.
And just looking at this NFL season, your thoughts so far? Who's going to win the Super Bowl, you think, so far?
The Eagles. Of course, the Eagles will win.
Eagle. And finally, what's your most proudest moment in your career?
The proudest moment is the 3 days my kids were born.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So I am here with Andrew Thomas, and first question I have for you is, what position do you play and why do you choose that position?
I play left tackle, and honestly, left tackle chose me. I didn't choose that position. I was a bigger kid growing up, and that's the position they put me in.
Very cool. And what is your most proudest moment in your football career?
So far, I would say our playoff win a few years ago. I think that was 2022. That was a great experience for the Giants.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a great win. And what is one NFL player you look up to and why?
Growing up, Ray Lewis was somebody that inspired me, just the way he approached every day, the way he worked hard. When I was really young, I used to play defense too, so I love how he played linebacker and approached the game.
And what is the toughest challenge you have faced in your career?
I would say this upcoming year, this is my first time having a surgery of this magnitude, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm going to do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality, so I think he'll be good for our locker room.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Welcome back now. It's going to be 1st and 10. Quick pass, incomplete for Indiana there. So that's going to make it already a quick second down. And going into the locker room, that's Cooper Jr., Amel Cooper Jr. for the Hooters. But now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Back out there for the Hooters. Going to be a handoff. Mendoza hands it on off. That's going to be to Bo Jackson. And it's going to be a few yard gain there. So, Bo Jackson's on Ohio State. That's going to be Roman Hemphry there. So, it's going to be 3rd and 2 now as Hemphry comes back out. They'll on back up now. Back out to throw. Indiana, it's going to be Mendoza who keeps it rolling, and it's going to slide on down right before the 30. A big gain, uses his legs to get the big gain, and yeah, Mendoza goes on the one. It's going to wind up being a gain of 15. Mendoza using his legs there. There's a reason why he's one of the top players in the NFL, this upcoming NFL draft. And it's going to line back up now. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1:53 left in this one. as back out there. Mendoza, fake handoff. It's going to be intercepted. Taken back. Number 1 with the interception. That is going to be Davidson. I'm not going to even pronounce that last name. Wow, what a pick. He takes that. Oh, yeah, Mbushia. You did? Oh, wow. Mbushia. Yeah, that's wow. Guy from Jonas's high school gets a big pick here. Wow.
All right, let's move over here. Go ahead, Benji.
All right, so hey Charles, my name is Ben Silk, and as a big sports and NBA fan, I want to know who you think's going to win the NBA championship this year and why. Celtics.
You know, I think this is going to be a fascinating NBA season. I got zero idea who's going to win the East. Zero. I mean, obviously, I think the Celtics are cooked without Tatum and Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The Pacers are cooked without Miles Turner and Halliburton. The Knicks and the Cavs are going to be favored. But let me say this, and this is a big damn if. If the Sixers could get healthy. If the Sixers could get healthy, they could win the East. As far as the West, OKC is a team to beat. But the Rockets, with the addition of Kevin Durant, they're going to be tough, man. The Nuggets got the best player in the world in the Joker. They went out and got him some help finally. But I would still pick OKC. So, man, it's going to be fascinating watching the basketball this year.
Welcome back now as we approach towards the end of the first quarter with 1:40 left. It's going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson there. And he got the first down, but there's a flag out, so that won't matter. Let's see what the flag is here. See what the West call, what Bill Vinovich has to say. Yeah, you guys, I'm testing to see if you guys are paying attention because Bill Vinovich is an NFL referee. Yeah, let's see what Juan Sandres has to say. Sunglass. And I'll take a look. No, yeah, it does look like it's going to be against the Ohio State Buckeyes as Bo Jackson looked like he did shove his teammate out of the way. But I don't know how you tell if that's a penalty or not because that's also playing football. So I don't know what they decide there, but it's going to be 1st and goal after all that for Ohio State. So Ohio State set up in position now as it's going to be 1st and goal. Sayings back and the Ohio State Buckeyes offense back out there. Sayings hands it on off. Bo Jackson is gonna be pushed on back and taken on down. There's a flag out. So yeah, let's take a look at just what happened. Went down the play again. Hard to tell what really. So yeah, so Mendoza hands it on off to Bo Jackson. I don't see where the flag is there, but regardless, the flag comes out. So still 1st and goal for the Buckeyes. Back out there now. Movement, backfield. Sayings, fake handoff, back out to throw, goes up, and it's gonna be thrown away, making it a 2nd and goal now for the Buckeyes. 2nd and goal now. Let's see. See what they got up their sleeves now. Sayings. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith, who could have gone, he was wide open. He would have gone front. That would have been a touchdown, but yeah, that should have thrown to him. But anyway, it's gonna be 2nd and goal now here for the Buckeyes. Movement now. Sayings hands it on off, and the flag comes on out. Gonna be a flag. It's gonna be on the Buckeyes now for a false start. Alright, now let's see whose it's on. Showing Bo Jackson. Gotta see if Bo Jackson's related to Bo Jackson. But it's gonna be 2nd and goal as we approach the end of the 1st quarter now, as Saying back out there. Saying movement now, motion 86. Saying back out to throw. Rolling around, tries to escape, goes up, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. That's Tate. Takes it on in, and the Buckeyes get the touchdown. How about those Buckeyes? Pulls it on in, and Ohio State is on the scoreboard. So it's now going to be a 6-3 game as the Buckeyes are able to get it on in. Just let's take a look at how that went down. As they're now on for the extra point. As the kick is going to be up, and it is good. So the score is going to be 7-3 now. Buckeyes get a big touchdown there. The touchdown by Cornell Tate, and it's a 7-3 game. 46 seconds left in the 1st. But as we go to 46 seconds, Indiana, besides that defensive play, their offense has not been able to do much. And yeah, their offense got to step up if they want to win this game. Ohio State played on that drive. Yeah, it just shows how great of a team they are. Sorry, got me in the middle of a yawn there, but yeah, 7-3 now is the score. We got the Hooters get a field goal, it'll be 6-7. But anyway, yeah, let's see what the Hooters got up their sleeves as they're gonna get the ball back in this one, get a touchdown. They take the lead 10-7, but hopefully they could get something here, as Ohio State easily could probably pull away in this one, as Ohio State has gone off against a lot of their opponents this season, as it's gonna roll back into the end zone for the touchback. And tomorrow, looking up at some NFL games coming up, Bengals, Bills, Packers, Bears. Those are gonna be some great games to watch. I'm excited to see what happens in those. The Packers, Bears. That game hasn't been hyped in so long. think since that season opener game back in 2018. That game wound up being 10-3 win for the Packers. Better not see that happen again. Caleb Williams has been so good. I hope the Bears deserve it. I want to see the Bears win. But now back out there, it's Mendoza and the Indiana's offense. Is Mendoza back out to throw, goes up high, and it's gonna be. He's not able to hold it on in. Double covered, but there's a flag. And Indiana may be getting ref help. Let's see. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be on Ohio State, I believe. Points, yeah, it's going to be on Ohio State. And let's see where it was called. Yeah, that's going to give them great field position all the way to around the 20. At the moment, we interfered with it. It was just past the 30, so it's going to give them great field position. And Indiana is now going to be set up with the ref help. I didn't give them as much as I thought, but it's going to be a handoff to number 8, as 8 is going to take it to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, and down around the 20. That's going to be number 8 of Black, Kalen. Would have won by Kalen there, as the handoff where he is going to take it all the way to the 30, and Indiana approaching the red zone now, as they are right there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now, around the 20-yard line. 4 seconds left in shotgun, as it's going to be a handoff, and he's going to be pressured and taken on down. That's going to be number 8 again of Kalen, taken on down. And Ohio State, as the clock ticks to 0, will lead 7-3 as we approach the end of the first quarter. What a game we have had so far, as we'll be back in just one moment. If you missed it before, I'm going to show you. Got my interview with Andrew Thomas of the New York Giants. Take it away, Ben.
So I am here with Andrew Thomas, and first question I have for you is, what position do you play and why do you choose that position?
I play left tackle, and honestly, left tackle chose me. I didn't choose that position. I was a bigger kid growing up, and that's the position they put me at.
Very cool. And what is your most proudest moment in your football career?
So far, I would say our playoff win a few years ago. I think that was 2022. That was a great experience for the Giants.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a great win. And what is one NFL player you look up to and why?
Growing up, Ray Lewis was somebody that inspired me, just the way he approached every day, the way he worked hard. When I was really young, I used to play defense too, so I love how he played linebacker and approached the game.
And what is the toughest challenge you have faced in your career?
I would say this upcoming year, this is my first time having a surgery of this magnitude, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm going to do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality, so I think he'll be good for our locker room.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Got to unmute, as we're going to get started off and start of the second quarter. What a start by Indiana in the red zone. We got a good game on our hands. And Ohio State, what a start by Ohio State. And able to get the touchdown. They did have a fumble already, and a great start by Indiana too, though they haven't been able to get in the end zone even despite having great field position. Let's see what they're gonna do here. But gonna be the start of the second quarter where Ohio State currently up by 4. And I want you guys, those of you watching, I want you to comment below. What is your final score prediction for this game? I got the Buckeyes 38-24. What do you guys got? Comment below. But while we wait, check out, if you haven't already, check out Ben Silk. All my other content, I do prediction videos each week. I've done and a few other content as well. NFL prediction videos, done NBA stuff, NASCAR stuff, so forth. Just go check it out. It's Ben Silk YouTube, and then there's Ben Silk Sports where I do my commentaries as well. But welcome back here as the start of the second quarter now, as the Ohio State Buckeyes lead 7-6. No, I wish. No, 7-3. As they're gonna come on back out as Mendoza. Let's see what Mendoza has up his sleeve, and see what Mendoza is gonna do here. As it's gonna be 2nd and 9 here. Got a few passes. I think they could get in, but Mendoza back in shotgun. Movement for 80. It's going to be a handoff, as that's going to be number 1 who takes it on in. That is going to be Roman Hemphry, as that one is going to make it 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 for the Buckeyes now, as let's see, Ohio State's defensive coordinator, hopefully defensive, because if it was offense, I don't know what I'd say. He was not a good offensive coordinator in the Patriots. Matt Patricia out there. And he's actually been pretty solid. I'm pretty sure his defense, hopefully. Well, if he's offense, that offense is pretty darn good too. So who knows? But anyway, Mendoza back out. Escapes. And he's going to be taken on down, escapes, but met by more Ohio State defenders there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And on comes the field goal unit to try to make it 6-7. So, folks, we forgot about the 6-7 counter. I think I've said like 6 or 7 times or something. But, yeah, we forgot about it for this game. I didn't use it earlier because there was no 6-7s. But there's already been like 6 or 7 6-7s. So, yeah, let's get it on up there, as on for the field goal now is going to be the other 15, as the kick is up. And the 6-7 is denied, as it's no good. And the score is gonna remain 3-7 in this one, as that does add another 6-7 to the 6-7 counter, but it's gonna be a field goal that is gonna be no good, and goes off, and it's going to remain a 4-point game for Ohio State. And Ohio State continues their momentum. Oh, they're going to continue their momentum into this one. That was just pure luck, but we'll see what happens here. And we're in for a good one already. It's been a wild start. Missed field goal, interception. A lot has already gone down, and it'll be interesting. But we'll look into the games for tomorrow, and after the end, 7-0, 7-3 of the first. That's your current score as well. Just taking a look at the game for tomorrow. There's some good NFL games coming up tomorrow, and take a look. We got Bengals, Bills. Already talked about it. We got Broncos, Raiders. The rematch. That's not a good NFL game, but it's the rematch of the terrible Thursday night game. I think the Broncos dominate, but Colts, Jags. We got a good one in that one, and I think the Jaguars are gonna find a way to lose. The Colts, I think Jags play the Colts tough, but the Colts are still a better team. They've been struggling as of late, but they've also been playing good teams, and I think the Colts find a way to get it done. And show that they're still a solid team. And that Colts, I think you switched quarterback to Josh Allen. They could be actually, I don't know, because I have Josh Allen's been playing, but switch it to Drake May, Josh Allen, they'd be undefeated right now. But we'll see. Joe Burrow, Colts quarterback, undefeated. I think Joe Burrow, I think if he goes to the Colts, they'd be the best team in the NFL for sure. So maybe a trade to look forward for or something. Bengals. I don't know if Joe Burrow is going to be there forever if that defense is that terrible. But and they're not going to win the Super Bowl if that's the case. But yeah, we'll see. They're paying all the money to 3 players of Higgins, Chase, and Burrow. But score is currently 7-3 with 13:31 left in the second quarter now, as the Hooters denied the 6-7, and it is currently still a 7-3 game for Ohio State. So, and now back out as it's going to be a handoff, and saying handoff, it's not going to go that far, as that's going to wind up making it 2nd and 7, a gain of 3 yards there. So, taking a look at saying hands it off to West, and actually, yeah, able to drag. Great job to get through part of that Indiana line there, but not able to get that far. Makes it a 2nd and 6, 7. As to be a handoff. Now back out to throw. Goes up high. Goes to Jeremiah Smith. What is a catch? To the 20, and he's going to be tripped. He could have gone all the way, but gonna be tripped there. What a play. And there's a flag out. Wow. Just taking a look at that Jeremiah Smith play, and wow, what a play that was. So there's a flag. What is the flag here? As well, let's see what this flag is. Hold on. So the flag is out. What a play that was by Smith. And what a catch. Just to get it that far on the field, down the field. What a play. Sets Ohio State up, and that may be the shift that Ohio State needed to pull ahead and destroy this one, as it is now going to be 1st and goal for this one.
The Buckeyes are at the 11-yard line. Can they punch this in for a touchdown? Let's see if they can. Julian Sain's going to hand it off to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's going to get a gain of 3 yards and keep the pile pushing. Sain. Sain and the Buckeyes now at the 9-yard line. Can they punch this in for a touchdown? Jeremiah Smith with single coverage at the top left of the corner. It's going to be another handoff to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's going to maybe get this carry for about 2 yards. The Buckeyes, 3rd down coming up.
They're going to take him on down, and 3rd down. Indiana showing up now, trying to deny them after that big play, the score, as that makes it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the Hoosiers defense needs to step up big here. They could hold them to 3 points. It would still be a 1-possession game. But Sain, watch out for Sain's legs. Sain can use his legs to run the ball. And watch out for, obviously, Jeremiah Smith, the top receiver.
Back out, using his legs, and it's going to be forced out of bounds by the Hooters. That's going to make it a 4th down. And And yeah, that just taking a look at saying being forced out of bounds. Great job by the Hooters there. That's 46. Able to take him down as well. Saying may have been able to gain a couple there, but yeah, 46 takes him down. That is Isaiah Jones, making it a 4th down now as out comes the kicker.
Jaden Fielding, 5 for 17, with his long being 49 yards on the season. And the kick is up, and it is, almost good. No good, but he gets it in. That's going to be a 7-point lead for the Buckeyes.
Last drive, Indiana missed the field goal, but this Ohio State field goal will be good as Ohio State now extends it. And with 10:08 left in the second quarter, Ohio State's in control of this one. And let's see if they're going to be able to hold on. But we've had a good game so far, and we've had a solid one. But we'll be right back in just one moment. So stay tuned, and we'll be right on back.
So I'm here with,
Brian Westbrook.
and the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
I play left tackle. And honestly,
The
left tackle chose
toughest
me. I didn't
team
choose that position. I
was
was
probably one of the
growing up.
Minnesota Vikings
That's
team.
the
They had a
position
really
they
good defensive line, some big guys up front, Kevin and Pat Williams, but they were a very physical football
I
team.
would say
And growing up, who is an NFL player you looked up to?
that was a great
Walter Payton.
experience for the Giants.
Walter Payton was the best running back ever in my book, and he's one of those guys that worked his butt off in the all season, and something that I emulated
Growing up,
as a young man.
somebody that
And just looking at this NFL season, your thoughts so far, who's going to win the Super Bowl, you think, so far?
Eagles, of course, the Eagles will win.
And finally, what's your most proudest moment in your career?
The proudest moment is the 3 days my kids were born.
Alright, well, I want to thank you so much.
It's definitely gonna be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm gonna do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality. So I think he'll be good for our locker room.
Alright, thank you so much.
That's good.
All right, let's move over here. Go ahead, Benji.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
that's
so,
nice.
hey Charles, my name is Ben Silk, and as a big sports and NBA fan, I want to know who you think's going to win the NBA championship this year, and why. Celtics.
You know, I think this is going to be a fascinating NBA season. I got zero idea who's going to win the East. Zero. I mean, obviously, I think the Celtics are cooked without Tatum and Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The Pacers are cooked without Miles Turner and Halliburton. The Knicks and the Cavs are going to be favored. But let me say this, and this is a big damn if. If the Sixers could get healthy. If the Sixers could get healthy.
And welcome back as we come on back, as it's going to be 10:08 left in the second quarter, as we are now off, and out comes my microphone now on. Out comes the Buckeyes, not the Buckeyes, the Hooters, as we'll see what Mendoza has to do. The starter Mendoza, not the backup Mendoza, in for that one play. Cool, his brother's a backup, if you missed that earlier. His brother, the backup quarterback, so it doesn't matter if one goes down. We got a backup Mendoza in for you. But it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Ohio State, for Indiana, as Mendoza And the offense out there as Mendoza back out to throw. Goes up high. It's going to be taken on in and forced out of bounds. What
Brady.
a catch by Brady. Not Tom, but a Brady. Takes it on in. Jonathan Brady gets it.
So Mendoza was injured.
And he's going to be forced out. So going to be 1st and 10 now as Jonathan Brady gets the catch there. Movement now for Mendoza. Back into it. Mendoza escaping. Goes back up. And if you missed it on the first play as the flag, yeah, Mendoza got injured, but he's back because he was able to get up and fine, but he was out for a few plays with his brother Mendoza coming on in. Let's see what the flag is. Who is going to be on? Take a look. So Mendoza, McDonald trip there. Bad trip there for McDonald. Could have stopped, might have stopped him there, but it's gonna make it. Where do they put this at? Yeah, it's gonna be 1st and 20 now after that flag.
Mendoza is going to hand it off to the running back. And it's going to get a gain of about maybe 4. But that's going to be Roman Hemby, the running backs for the Hoosiers. Hemby's a solid running back, but you would like to see them start to target some of the receivers. The receivers have been really good this year.
It's going to be 2nd and 13 now for the. It's going to be 2nd, 13 for the Hoovers. So now, yeah, back out there. Mendoza back out to throw. Going up. It's going to be taken on in. That's going to be number 1
Hemby.
of Roman Hemby. Roman Hemby takes it on
He's
in.
actually pushed out of bounds by the Union, New Jersey folk, Noah Igbinosun.
Who got an interception earlier.
I know.
Fun fact,
Noah
yeah.
Igbinosun is really good. He's the most physical corner in the country. He does get penalized a lot, but he's going to be a 1st-round draft pick.
Back out, Mendoza goes on up, and it's going to be taken on in. What a catch. And that's going to be 1st down. Who was that? That's going to be number 80 who takes it on in. That is going to be Charlie Becker, the wide receiver. Wow, what a catch to take it on in. Get in front of the defender there and grab that for the 1st down.
The Hoosiers are moving the ball down the field now with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mendoza's going to hand it off for about a gain of 2 yards.
It's going to make it a 3rd down here with about 8 yards to go. This one as 2nd and 8. Total plays tonight. Indiana's had 26, while Ohio State's had 18. 1st downs, 8-6. In favor of Indiana. But Indiana and Mendoza back out there now. Right around the 50 motion. Number 0. Hands off. Fake handoff. Finds number 0 there. That's going to be Brady with the catch. Jonathan Brady able to take it on in. Yeah, Brady does the route, goes on out, and holds it on in for it to be caught. So
Mendoza drops back. With time's going to use his legs to move out to the right with the Buckeyes defense in his face, and he throws it out of bounds.
Almost caught by the person on the sideline, but winds up being thrown out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th and 2. And the punting unit will probably come on after this.
The Buckeyes have one of the best defenses in the country for a reason, and he's keeping his offense out there.
Hmm.
They want to win this game, and they're gonna have to be aggressive. This is the best defense in the country, and if you were gonna attack them, you have to attack them through the air. That defensive line is ferocious. So let's see. Did he jump off sides? It looked like he kind of jumped off sides. The refs don't call it.
Yeah, let's see what the call is here. As waiting to see, as with 6:27 left in this one, we'll wait to hear the call. But as we go to commercial break, Kevin, since you just got here, what's your prediction? What's your score prediction? Who you see winning this game?
Buckeyes 30-20.
30-20. All right. Well, yeah, it's been a good one so far, and we'll see. Indiana has been playing them tough, but yeah, besides that, was it a fumble? I don't even remember what it was. Just to get Indiana in great field position for the field goal. They haven't been able to do anything else on the scoreboard, and it'll be interesting to see what happens as the game goes on. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be an exciting one. And as we have a moment, so yeah, Georgia probably goes to the 2 spot. What do you think, Kevin, would be an exciting matchup that we may see in this college football playoffs coming up? We could possibly see.
Well, it's all gonna depend on the seeding, but
Yeah, for sure.
I would say, I don't know. Yeah, Georgia will probably move up to the 2 seed if they were to if Indiana were to lose today. But I'm trying to think. I'm curious to see what Texas Tech looks like against some of these other teams. They have one of the best defenses as well. The second ranked defense behind the Buckeyes. And then the Oregon Ducks.
Oregon Ducks, are they? Where do they sit at right now?
The 5th seed.
Yeah, where do they sit at, like, playing other teams overall? Because last season they were a good team, but then Ohio State destroyed them in the playoffs. So, like, how do you think they would look against, like, Ohio State now?
I don't know. They did lose to Indiana, so I don't know. They could have potentially be blown out. I think Ohio State is just levels above every team. They have the best recruits, one of the best coaching. They did lose some coaches, but they're the best team in the country for a reason.
Yeah, but we come on back and see what Matt Patricia and this Ohio State defense. He's a defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
All right, good, because he was terrible as the Patriots offensive coordinator. But yeah, Matt Patricia, there's a reason why he should be a defense coordinator, not an offensive coordinator, and he's been solid. Yeah, he's been solid. Has a solid career as a defensive coordinator. Obviously, great job in New England as a defensive coordinator, not coming back as an offensive coordinator, however. And yeah, we'll see if he continue.
Mendoza with pressure in his face, he gets it out, and they convert on 4th down. That's number 37 for the Hoosiers. Keith Keyser with the reception on a big 4th down.
So Mendoza able to find Keyser there, a great route there to get around and to gain a few more yards as well. Finds the room, and Keyser?
Oh, there's 2 37s.
Yeah.
Riley Nowalski.
Yeah, Nowalski able to take it on in.
It's going to be a handoff to the running back. It's going to take it for a gain of about 9 yards. That's Black with the carry.
It's going to be just short. This is going to make it 2nd and 1 now as, let's see, Black back out there just a little too short there as Black now with it, trying to fight for the first down. And did he get it? Let's see what they call it here as it's going to be. However, it's going to be a
That's
close call. It's going to be first down, folks. So Ohio State now moving fast down this field as they're looking to take control of this one. That's Indiana taking make this a closer one.
watch out for Elijah Sarah, one of the best receivers in this year, and this one of the best receivers in the Big Ten this year. But you also got to look out for Arvell Reese and Sony Styles. Those two are gonna come at you and make some pressure.
And the pressure takes it on Mendoza on down, and that makes it a second down.
Yeah, the Buckeyes defensive line is just gonna get to Mendoza. You could see number 97 beats the double coverage and still gets his hands on the quarterback. That's one heck of a play by number 97. Or he just falls on his offensive tackle, it looked like.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 now. Mendoza and the Hooters. Moving on back as that's not the direction you want to go here, but Mendoza back out to throw. It's going to try to escape and it's taken on down. Another sack. Going to make it 3rd and 15 here now as Mendoza couldn't find a receiver. There were a few open there, but just didn't do the best, make his best judgment there. Decides to keep the ball a second too long and gets trapped there, as that's going to make it 3rd and 15. It's now 3rd and 15 as Mendoza back out, short pass. It's going to find that's 37 again, rolling and going and out of bounds, a little short of the first down. That's going to make it 4th down now. And let's see what Mendoza and the Hooters decide to do here. Are they going to go for it? A field goal kicker already missed one field goal from this close, but out comes another 15 as the field goal kicker. As that's going to be the other 15 of Nico Wadzik. It's a 32-yard attempt. He missed one earlier, and this one will go in. So it's a 10-6 game now, as it's back to a 4-point game with 2:47 left in the second. And we'll see if they're going to be able to stay in this one, as Ohio State will have the ball back and they could take control of this one with a touchdown. But let's see as Sayings and this offense. Let's see what they got up their sleeves. We've already seen amazing plays from Jeremiah Smith today. Of course, that big catch there to get them in position. Eventually get them that field goal, but that was still probably the play of the game by Jeremiah Smith there. If you missed it earlier, towards the beginning of the second quarter, but 2:47 left in the second quarter now, as Indiana is going to kick it on away, and Ohio State will start off again. That's going to go back to the end zone for a touchback. So Indiana, they've beat some good teams this year. Penn State, Oregon. Ohio State's beat Texas, Noyes, Michigan, Penn State. Is Penn State that good, though? That's the question. But these teams have been solid all year long, and they're the reason why they're both undefeated. And the winner of this game, this is battle for the 1 seed in the playoffs, basically. 2 best teams. We may see a rematch again of this game in the national championship. Who knows? But it's going to be a Sayings to throw it, and it's going to be caught by Tate. Tate able to take it in, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Julian Sain just gets it out to Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate is able to just find his way for the first down, and the Hoosiers weren't on it. So easy first down for Carnell Tate, one of the best receivers in the country. This receiving core is the best in the country for sure. Though no one could be guarded, especially Jeremiah Smith. He's going to be the first overall pick next year.
Back out there now. The Buckeyes, Saying's back out in shotgun. We got receiver out to the left, two on the right. As we've got a call here. What's the call? As it's going to be a 2-minute warning, folks. 2 minutes. As we will be right back in a moment.
So I'm here with.
Brian Westbrook.
And the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
The toughest team was probably one of the.
So I am here with Andrew Thomas, and first question I have for you is, what position do you play and why do you choose that position?
I play left tackle, and honestly, left tackle chose me. I didn't choose that position. I was a bigger kid growing up, and that's the position they put me at.
Very cool. And what is your most proudest moment in your football career?
So far, I would say our playoff win a few years ago. I think that was 2022. That was a great experience for the Giants.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a great win. And what is one NFL player you look up to and why?
Growing up, Ray Lewis was somebody that inspired me, just the way he approached every day, the way he worked hard. When I was really young, I used to play defense too, so I love how he played linebacker and approached the game.
And what is the toughest challenge you have faced in your career?
I would say this upcoming year, this is my first time having a surgery of this magnitude, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm going to do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality, so I think he'll be good for our locker room.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And we are back from the 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes left. Can the Buckeyes get some more points on the board? Let's see what they could do. The Hoosiers defense has stepped up. They've only allowed 10 points to this Buckeyes offense. And Ohio State, their offense has produced so many points this season. This is not like them. But it's going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's going to get a carry for about 3 yards. And we are under 2 minutes now. The clock is going down. They want a touchdown or some points.
But
We
don't
have a
go.
4-point game currently.
But during halftime, don't go anywhere. As we got our usual halftime show, halftime report talking about the game, and then so forth. But yeah, it's gonna be second. It's gonna be second and sixth now, 6th, 7th, and those Saying back out there. That's now movement now. Saying back out to throw, and he's gonna be taken on down by Indiana. And Indiana gets them there. Wow, doesn't allow Saying to go anywhere as the pressure to take him on down. That's 46. Who gets him there? Isaiah Jones.
It's third down coming up for the Buckeyes. Sane going to command his offense. And we're looking at a Heisman race winner here. Winner of this game is probably going to win the Heisman. Let's see what they do. Sane's going to drop back. With pressure in his face, he goes downfield, intended for Jeremiah Smith, and it's going to be incomplete. And the Buckeyes are going to be forced to punt. But Jeremiah Smith, the best receiver in the country.
Kevin, in your opinion, who do you think deserves to win the Heisman?
I mean, my opinion, Diego Pavia.
All right. That's going to be Ohio State, who's going to punt it away as Indiana is going to get another shot.
What about you? Who do you think should win the Heisman?
I don't know. What happened there? Got a false start or something? Probably maybe Smith. I don't know. Jeremiah Smith. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be a timeout by Ohio State and Michigan. Oh, that's basketball. It got me. Basketball is something else because that got me confused for a second. I'm like, what? Michigan's not a 3 seed. But yeah, basketball, I guess they're good. And another team that's going to be good in basketball this year are the Syracuse. They've been playing pretty good. They may make the tournament this year. Yeah, like Jonas is saying, Carmel Anthony's son. But anyway, it's going to be 42 who's going to punt it away once again for the Buckeyes. And Indiana is going to return it. As it's going to be punted away. Let's see what Indiana has to do. They're probably going to run out the clock, but maybe they'll try to do something with Mendoza. And it's going to be 1st and 10 as out comes the Indianas. And yeah, let's see what Kevin, what do you think Indiana may try to do here?
I don't think they're going to try to risk it much. I think they might run one play, maybe try to run it, but they're not going to risk anything.
Yeah, they could do something. They do like a slot route, get it in good position, then do a far throw, catch, then run it in for a touchdown. Like, that's how you do it. But I think, they'll just probably run out the clock as, that's what they're doing here. First play, it's going to be a run there. I'm just going to let the clock tick on down. And that's going to do it for the first half as Indiana played Ohio State pretty tough. Most thought Ohio State would be winning by a bit more than 4 at halftime, but it's going to be a 10-6 game as we're set for a good second half as we'll see what happens next. But Ohio State leads 10-6. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back for our halftime show.
So I'm here with
Brian Westbrook.
And the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
The toughest team was probably one of the Minnesota Vikings team. They had a really good defensive line, some big guys up front, Kevin and Pat Williams, but they were a very physical football team.
And growing up, who is an NFL player you looked up to?
Walter Payton. Walter Payton was the best running back ever in my book, and he's one of those guys that worked his butt off in the all season, and something that I emulated as a young man.
And just looking at this NFL season, your thoughts so far? Who's going to win the Super Bowl, you think, so far?
The Eagles. Of course, the Eagles will win.
Eagle. And finally, what's your most proudest moment in your career?
The proudest moment is the 3 days my kids were born.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
let's move over here. Go ahead, Benji.
All right, so hey Charles, my name is Ben Silk, and as a big sports and NBA fan, I want to know who you think's going to win the NBA championship this year and why. Celtics.
You know, I think this is going to be a fascinating NBA season. I got zero idea who's going to win the East. Zero. I mean, obviously, I think the Celtics are cooked without Tatum and Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The Pacers are cooked without Miles Turner and Halliburton. The Knicks and the Cavs are going to be favored. But let me say this, and it's a big damn if. If the Sixers could get healthy. If the Sixers could get healthy, they could win the East. As far as the West, OKC is the team to beat. But the Rockets, with the addition of Kevin Durant, they're going to be tough, man. The Nuggets got the best player in the world in the Joker. They went out and got him some help finally. But I would still pick OKC. So, man, it's going to be fascinating watching the basketball this year.
Yeah, fun. Yep. And welcome to our halftime show as we've had a solid, good game in this one. And started off with it was Indiana who went up 3-0 after a back and forth start, and then Ohio got a touchdown. Ohio made it 10-3, and then at the end, Indiana was able to get a field goal. But there were some good plays. It was a great first half. A lot of great players. Yeah, let's start off with you, Kevin. Based on what you saw of the game, who is a player that stuck out for you for each team so far?
Jeremiah Smith. He's a mismatch against every corner in the country. And then Davidson Equinosin with he had a pick. So yeah. And then for the Hoosiers, maybe Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza's been playing pretty good, but looking at Ohio State, yeah, Jeremiah Smith, that big play, which I'm gonna talk about again in a minute, that big gain for the Hoosiers to get in great position, and not the yeah, for Ohio State, and that led them to the field goal. But that was just a great play by him. Jeremiah Smith has come up clutch. Also, Tate has as well. Of course, the quarterback sayings, but yeah, Jeremiah Smith. And then I'd say Jeremiah Smith. And then yeah, talking about plays of the game. Yeah, that play I just talked about. It was an amazing play. Jeremiah Smith get open and then get so much more yardage. He probably could have gone in for the touchdown. But he did have the opening, but it was still a great play overall. But yeah, that's my play of the game. Kevin, what about you? What's your play of the game?
Igbenogson pick.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good too. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically gonna do it for halftime. But before we go, Kevin, what are your predictions for the second half?
I think Ohio State is gonna get going on offense, and I don't know if Indiana will get going on offense. They have been held to 6 points, so it's hard to say if they will get going. But if they don't, it's gonna be a blowout for the Buckeyes, and yeah,
Yeah, I think Buckeyes are gonna continue. Yeah, it's a 10-6 game right now. I think they go ahead a touchdown, but yeah, Indiana's gonna be able to keep it close like they have been, and I think it's gonna be a game that I think it's going to come down towards the end, but I think the Buckeyes are going to be able to pull ahead late in the fourth quarter to make it more of a blowout game than it actually was. And I think the Buckeyes wind up taking it 27-16. But yeah, Kevin, what do you think both teams need to do to be able to win this game?
um, both teams got to start scoring the ball. Like offensively, they have both been slow, but the defense have been doing their job, and I'm surprised by Indiana's defense just being able to step up and not give up too many big plays to the Buckeyes.
Yeah, talking about the Buckeyes, yeah, they just gotta their offense. They need to figure it out. They need to figure out how to get into the end zone because they've got some good plays and they've gone off, but at the same time, by the way, they gotta fix the scoreboard this week. We got Ohio State with Indiana's logo, but anyway, yeah, that's just bad, but for national TV. But anyway, yeah, Ohio State's got to figure out how to put up more points and capitalize on their big plays that they're getting because they've gotten some big plays. And they've ended up with field goals or not even scoring. And if they do that, Indiana could pull off the win. And yeah, it's looking like that may happen right now. Indiana, they got to be playing how they continue playing how they're playing, keep it close, and try to get in position to pull off the upset. I think that's how both teams need to take this one. But let's talk about so earlier today, Georgia took on Alabama. We called that game as well, and it was a dominant win by Georgia. Georgia played phenomenal in that one. That defense played amazing, and they they show what they're the better team. But Kevin, what are your thoughts about that game?
Georgia was just a better team on all sides of the ball. Ty Simpson played terrible. He didn't play at the level he played at all season, and that just is a coaching by the Georgia defense. They came to play and they had a game plan and it worked.
Yeah, but that's basically gonna wrap it up for this halftime show. And as we head to the second half, comment who you think deserves to win MVP player of the game as the game goes on. But also just comment who you think's your favorite player playing in this game. Curious, just comment it below. And also feel free to add your score prediction. Be cool to see what you guys think is gonna happen in the second half. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this halftime show. I'm Ben Silk.
And I'm Kevin.
And we'll be back for the third quarter in a moment. veer off here in this one, as Buckeyes are going to take it on back, and
Brandon Inniss is going to take it out for the Buckeyes.
And out comes the Buckeyes. Let's see what they're able to do on this first drive of the second half. Only putting up 10 in the first half. Bit of a surprise. As, yeah, also Indiana, 6 points in the first half. Fewest points first half this season, though that's a little more to be expected, as Ohio State is ranked higher than the only team ranked higher than them, and is a top defense in college football.
Saying going to fake the handoff. Looks for his tight end. It's going to be almost a first down, but what a tackle. He was like flipping in the air.
Sane winds up throwing it out and will be sure the first down. But in the second half, what are we going to see? It's going to be interesting second half here, as is Indiana going to be able to stay in it, or is Ohio State going to be able to pull away? I think we could see two very different games in the second half. Let's see what we're going to see here, as Ohio State is going to hand it on off.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson with it to the 50 and past the 45 on the other side. What a one by Bo Jackson. Again, we have handoff to Bo Jackson, able to take it, goes through it, and yeah, what a one by Bo Jackson. What a one, able to go around through the team there to get the first down and then some. So now movement back, 85, go on the outside, Sane throwing, goes back out, and he's going to be taken on down by Indiana. As they are going to be taken on down, making it a second down.
Yeah, the Hoosiers defensive line has gotten to Julian Sane here today. It's pretty surprising that offensive line for the Buckeyes has been really good. That just shows how underrated this Indiana defensive line has been all season. Now they're showing how good they actually are against, obviously, the best team in the country.
So it's going to now be second and 15 now, as the line back up. The line back up now. As the Buckeyes try to make a statement here, already halfway across the field to start this one. This third quarter offense. They are going to be taken on down. Hooters pressuring, but Sane still up, and he's going to wind up throwing it away. So a loss there, but going to probably wind up ending in a gain, because Sane able to throw it away and deny that big loss.
So Sane breaks the sack and is able to get that ball out of his hands. That would have been terrible if he was sacked right there. That would have been a big loss. But it contains the play, and it's more of a manageable third down for the Buckeyes. I would look to target Carnell Tate in this situation. You know, Jeremiah Smith is going to get most of the attention, or maybe Brandon Inniss. Brandon Inniss, the third string wide receiver, but last week he had a touchdown against Michigan. Sane drops back. He's going to dump it off to his running back, and there is a penalty.
Who is this going to be
That's
on?
Peoples Jr. or Donaldson, sorry.
Okay, let's see what team this penalty is going to be on. That's going to be a timeout, actually, by Indiana. I don't know why they're taking a timeout this early, as they need to hold on to those timeouts. Yeah, they may need them, but Indiana makes an interesting call there to call their first timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 27 now for the Buckeyes. A great start by this Indiana defense. This Indiana defense, they've been playing solid football in this one. Doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, but what a play by Julian Sane on that previous play. He's able to break the sack That just shows some of the strength he has. As I believe a redshirt freshman, he has still some time to go till he goes to the NFL. But that just shows some of the skills that he possesses. It's going to be a third and forever coming up for the Buckeyes. Maybe you can expect a screenplay or something like that. I doubt they would try to go deep knowing they need that many yards, but we'll see. Sane's going to drop back. He's going to look to dump it off to Smith. Jeremiah Smith gets a gain of about a yard, and that's going to be a forced punt that they have to take now.
Gonna be a 4th down. What a great job by this Indiana defense. And now the offense has to show up, because Indiana defense, what a phenomenal job against this Ohio State offense to deny them to go any farther. And now Indiana is going to have a shot to take the lead here or make it a 1-point game here early in this 3rd quarter. And let's see what Mendoza and Indiana has up their sleeves coming up next. But first, let's do some trivia. So, Kevin, you could pick the sport.
Football.
Football, okay. You could pick the questions as well.
Okay. Wait, am I asking you or you?
Yeah. Or we could rotate if you don't have.
Who has the most touchdowns in the NFL this season?
This season, Matthew Stafford.
Oh, I should have been specific. I was gonna think not passing. Oh no, I did say I said touchdown, not passing touchdown.
Oh. Jonathan Taylor.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
You are correct.
Okay.
Let's see. Who has the most rushing yards?
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. Who is number 3 for the Browns?
Jerry Jeudy.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Who is number 2 for the Buccaneers?
Oh, Abuka.
Yeah. Who's number 15?
50.
15 for the Buccaneers.
15. Is it Tate?
Nope.
Wait, who is it? Wait, Nate. Is it? I know the guy you're talking about. I'm just forgetting his name. Can I have a hint?
He's a receiver.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it doesn't really help.
He's Bo Nix's brother. Or stepbrother or something like that.
Oh. They don't have the same last name.
No.
Yeah, I don't know that. I give up.
Tez Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Alright, but we're back now as the Hoosiers. Gonna be a handoff there, and that's gonna go nowhere. Actually, he's gonna wind up getting a few yards there after that, forcing his way through the pile of defenders to get a few yards, and yeah, that's how this 3rd quarter. And now the Indiana out there. So 11:06 left in this 3rd quarter. Mendoza back out up there. 2nd and 5. Motion by number 1. That's Farrell. No, that's the other. That's Hemby. That's going to be handoff to Hemby. And Hemby's gonna get a couple more there. It's gonna make it 3rd and 2 now for Indiana.
3rd and 2 coming up for Kirk Seganetti and his Indiana Hoosiers. Can they get this first down on the best defense in the country? We're going to find out here. Mendoza is able to use his legs, but he likes to get the ball out quick. Let's see where he goes with his receivers. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Play clock is under 5 seconds. Mendoza drops back with time. Goes deep. Mendoza.
Wow.
And it is caught by his receiver, number 80 for the Hoosiers. Mendoza right on the money. That's Becker, number 80. What a pass by the future NFL pro, Fernando Mendoza. What a
Charlie Becker able to take it on in. Wow. What a play. Able to grab it from above. That's play of the game so far. And just hold it on in. Mendoza in position as the Hoosiers are trying to pull ahead as they fight. And do they get the first down?
Hemby with the carry, and he's able to get a big gain. But looking back on that play, you could see why Fernando Mendoza is getting looked at as one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in this upcoming NFL draft. That ball was beautiful, right on the money, and that's the type of plays that these NFL franchises want to see from potential players that they want to draft. Now Mendoza, with a fresh set of downs in striking territory, they're going to hand it off to Black. Black is going to carry it for a gain of 2 yards. And this Indiana team, Fernando Mendoza said it. They're a bunch of misfits. These are a bunch of guys who are unranked. They didn't have the stars that most of these other schools wanted. They didn't get recruited. This is a team with a bunch of guys who are underrated, and they've made basically their own team with a bunch of underrated guys, and they've made it this far. That's what they call themselves. But Fernando Mendoza, the Cal transfer, is going to fake the handoff, looks downfield, is going to use his legs to maneuver, rolls out to the left, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Hoosiers.
3rd and 8, and yeah, now the Ohio State defense giving them some pressure here as they're trying to hold them off. But yeah, 3rd and 8. Let's see what they got going here. As they're gonna line back up now.
3rd and 8 with under 10 seconds on the play clock. On 3rd down, they are 4 for 9 on the day. Let's see who they tend to go to on 3rd down. The pressure is going to be felt. Mendoza goes downfield, and it's caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Elijah Sarrett with the touchdown. Indiana is in control.
What a play to get it on in. And he holds it on. What a catch by, again, that
Elijah
was
Sarrett
there. Same number as Wyatt. And yeah, Sarrett able. What a play. Sarrett able to grab the ball from up high. He had another big play earlier as well. And he's able to grab that touchdown in. And now Indiana, they lead. Indiana trying to pull off the upset here as kicks up, and it is good. 13-10 now is your score as Indiana are they're in this one. Don't give up on them yet as they now have taken the lead as the score is 13-10 in this one. And wow, we've got a game.
Fernando Mendoza is him.
But Kevin, where do you think Mendoza may wind up in the draft this year?
Fernando Mendoza. Probably the Jets.
Jets. I hope not. I'd like to see him go to the Saints.
He's literally like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins 2.0.
How is that so?
I mean, he's like a younger version of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
He could just make every pass.
Okay. Like, I think the Saints, he'd be solid there. He'd be solid. I don't think any other bad teams really need a quarterback. The Raiders, I don't know if he'd be that good there. But I just hope he doesn't wind up on the Jets, because then I don't want to see a repeat of Sam Darnold for him, because he shouldn't wait that long to be good. But yeah, Mendoza looks like he's going to be a good quarterback. And yeah, we'll see. But
I just want to talk about this Indiana team, and I'm not gonna lie, they have impressed me. They have the lead in this game. I know it's a 3-point lead, but all season, Ohio State has never had this type of. They've never felt this type of pressure, or they've never been in this situation in a game. So, Indiana is legit. It's the third quarter. They're leading. Their defense has shown up. Indiana is a legit team to win the national championship this year. The Natty is possible for them.
no, yeah, that's for sure. Especially if they win this game, they'll go into playoffs probably being the favorite, and it's gonna be interesting to see, regardless who the winner is of this game, how it could shift the momentum. But right now, Indiana's up front. How's their defense gonna respond? How's Ohio State gonna respond? Just go ahead, score. They're gonna be able to figure it out and get back into it. And that's gonna be tough. But Kevin, what are some things that you think that Ohio State may do here?
Well, Ohio State's offense needs to get going, and that comes with the play calling. They need to start. I mean, I think their rushing has been pretty solid so far, but they need to start giving the ball to their best players again. Going to Carnell Tate, going to Brandon Ennis, going to Jeremiah Smith. That is going to allow them to, start creating plays. If you got to get your ball to the best players, but this is a battle of coaching, and this is a battle for the Heisman race between Julian Sayin and Fernando Mendoza. And the winner of this game is pretty much guaranteed to win that trophy in New York in a week. So, yeah, and right now it's Fernando Mendoza. This underrated team, this group of misfits, they have the lead with 3 minutes. I'm not 3 minutes, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. There is a lot of time to go, but this is still impressive. Ohio State has not been in this situation all season long, and that's what you would expect in the Big 12 and the Big 10 championship game. But Julian Sayin is going to lead his offense out there yet again.
Let's see what Saying has to do here. Future Dallas Cowboys QB in my Madden League. But anyway, back out there now as let's see what Saying has to do here. As Saying back out there at movement. Got Tate out there. We got out to left. It's going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson, as Bo Jackson will be down, and it's going to be a second down now. 2nd and 3 as he gets a gain of 7.
Yeah, Bo Jackson had a big game last week against the Michigan men, the team up north. He ran them down. But this battle is between Ryan Day and Kirk Seganetti. Ryan Day obviously won his first national championship a year ago, but this team is looking for another big season. And will they get it? I think so. This team is built for national championships. The way they recruit, the way they are coached, this team is going to be a good squad for a long time to come. But it's all because of Jeremiah Smith, in my opinion. Once they landed him, he has been one of the best receivers we've seen in college football history.
And just in case you were wondering, Bo Jackson is not related to the famous Bo Jackson in the NFL. Apparently his name is Lamar Jackson Jr. Interesting. They nickname him Bo. But anyway,
Saying drops back, looks for Brandon Ennis, and Brandon Ennis with strong hands, he gets that first down. What a catch by Brandon Ennis to use his strength to get that.
Yeah, taking a look at that again, saying goes back out. Yeah, a great job by number one to be able to pull that in of Brandon Ingus, and that's going to be a first down now for the Buckeyes.
It's going to be a fake handoff to the running back, and it's going to go out to their tight end. Their tight end is going to get a big gain. That's Max Clare, the Purdue transfer, his first year with the Buckeyes. Max Clare, the best tight end in the transfer portal a year ago. He decides to go to the Buckeyes. What a play by Julian Sayin, faking out the Hoosiers defense and getting it out to Max Clare for a big first down. The Ohio State's offense is now rolling. Let's see what they continue to do. It's going to be Sayin in the pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to, I think that's Davidson or Donaldson. No, that's, trying to see the number. Yeah, I believe that's Donaldson, number 32 out there. Yeah, it is. That's going to be Donaldson, who just gets met by the Hoosiers at the defensive line. And the Hoosiers, I'm so impressed with this squad. They don't really have that statement win on the season. Maybe, I mean, why am I saying that? I'm going to give it to, I mean, I forgot they beat Oregon, my fault. But they do have a signature win. But this would be their biggest win, obviously. But Sayin looks for Jeremiah Smith, and that's why he's the best receiver in the country. You cannot guard that man. He gets a big catch. This man is unguardable. You cannot guard J.J. Smith. Let's go.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Smith, just a beast out there. It's the reason why he's one of the best wide receivers around, and he's gonna be, like I was saying earlier, he's gonna be when he goes to NFL, he's gonna be a top receiver there too, probably compared to Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. But it's gonna be 1st and 10 now for the Buckeyes there as they're moving down fast. As saying back out, is gonna find 86 as he's gonna be pressured down, and he's gonna be a few yards short of the first down.
That's Max Clare with the catch, and back to that reception right there. Jeremiah Smith, obviously the best receiver in the country, and a future All-Pro in the NFL. He has the best hands. He's a matchup size difference against everyone. He's so good at everything he does. You cannot guard him. His route tree is insane. But it's going to be Julian Sayin handing it off to Bo Jackson, and yet he can't hold his feet up, and he's going to get the first down. But if he stayed up, that would have been a touchdown. He had breakaway speed, and he would have gotten out there and scored potentially a touchdown there.
Yeah, great. Yeah, fortunately wasn't able to stay up, but great job by Bo Jackson there. The game as he is down and his leg looks to be a bit in pain, but he's back out there now.
The Buckeyes are moving downfield. This has been a successful drive, but it's going to be a fake handoff to Bo Jackson. Sayin finds Clare, and it's going to be another reception for the tight end on this drive, his third on this drive, and it's going to be short yardage for the Buckeyes to get a first down. They are already in the red zone, but because of their field position, they have the ability to get a first down. But let's see what they end up doing here. 2nd and 3. Sayin commanding the offense. Look at Jeremiah Smith at the top of your screen on an island with number 5. You can maybe think they are going to try to target him up there, maybe give him a reception, but it's going to be a handoff to the running back who's going to be a yard short of the first down. And this Buckeyes offense is rolling with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. This offensive line is also one of the best in the country. They gave up almost, I don't think, a sack last week against that Michigan defense, which is known for their defense. Julian Sayin did throw an interception, but he was not pressured at all. That was something they had to do, and they were able to prevent all sorts of pressure. But today they have struggled with it. The Indiana defensive line has gotten to Sayin, and they've gotten him down a few times. But it's going to be a big 3rd and 1 for the Buckeyes Saying is going to move out to his left. Is he going to try to go to Smith? He does, but it's two out. It's out of bounds. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Do they elect to kick the field goal and tie it up, or are they going for it on 4th and 1? We will find out what Ryan Day's decision is.
Yeah, just take a look at what Saying did there. Fortunately, Smith went on the inside. That probably would have been able to be caught, but he took right into the end zone. They planned that a little bit differently, probably would have gone in, but how they did that, there's just too many defenders there. Wasn't able to hold it on, but it's now 4th and 1. It's gonna be a sneak, and do they get it? Looks like they do.
It's going to be a first down for the Buckeyes off of successful QB sneak with Julian Sayin. Julian Sayin is not a big quarterback, but he's able to use that offensive line to his advantage, and they help him push that forward for a first down. And it's going to be a first down for the Buckeyes, a fresh set of downs. They are guaranteed almost a score here now.
Yeah, and 67 kind of going up. That's just because it's not only when we say it, it's also when we see it on the screen. So that counts as well, just in case you're curious. But
Indiana actually wasted a timeout. So Indiana only has 2 left. That's something to keep an eye out for.
So yeah, Indiana. Another timeout. They called a timeout earlier before, and yeah, we got an exciting one. Do you think Ohio State's gonna be able to punch it in here?
Of course.
Yeah, and what do you think Indiana's gonna have to do to respond? Just knowing that offense well.
They're gonna need do what they did last time. Their offense was moving downfield. Mendoza looks downfield and he gets a big catch for his receivers.
All right, but now I'm gonna do a little more. Let's do some NFL trivia. I'm gonna quiz you on some stuff. So, just gonna pull up some stats, and let's do who won Defensive Player of the Year in 2018.
Stephon Gilmore.
Nope.
TJ Watt.
Nope.
2018.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald.
Yep. Alright, let me get some more stats up. But here's... Wait. Is that accurate? Interesting. Okay, so here's a good stat. Who has the most passing yards this season in the NFL?
Matthew Stafford.
Nope, not according to this.
Dak Prescott.
Yes. Dak Prescott. But now, let's see. So who has the second most rushing yards? Second most after Jonathan Taylor.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Nope.
James Cook.
Sure? Yes, you're correct. And then, who has the most receptions?
Oh, wait. They're saying Julian Sayin is down.
Oh.
This would be a turnover. This would be Indiana's ball. It is Indiana's ball.
Wow, Mendoza is out there, and wow, this Indiana.
Indiana has come to play today, guys.
As Indiana now back out there, change of momentum as Indiana can take control of this game now, as that one's gonna wind up going nowhere, making it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Indiana is able to score here, we could see a potential upset. I know it's a 1 versus 2 matchup, but Ohio State was so favored in this game because Indiana, we don't know what to expect. We didn't know what to expect in this one. We didn't know if they were going to come to play or if they were going to get blown out. And today they have come to play. They have given not Alabama, Ohio State a run for their money. But oh my goodness, Mendoza with a person right in front of his face, he throws a dart. What a pass by Mendoza.
Yeah, let's see if we could see a replay on that as Mendoza gets the first down. Great job by him.
And that will
Still
do it
there.
for the third quarter. Your score 13-10. The Hoosiers, the Indiana Hoosiers, will lead after 3 quarters. What a day for the Hoosiers. It is 13-10. It has been a defensive game, but they have come to play. They are defining the odds, and they have the lead, and they are 15 minutes away from their first Big Ten championship.
Yeah, and this has been a solid one. And what do you think the Hoosiers need to do to hold on?
They got to keep doing what they're doing. Their defense played incredible. Holding the Ohio State offense to 10 points, it's like, that's so hard to do, and they've done it. So they got to just keep playing keep doing what they've been doing, and they should find themselves getting a big win here if they're able to do that.
All right, but as we continue, Kevin, do you know who has the most interceptions?
I thought Indiana never won the Big Ten championship, but it says, according to this, the Indiana Hoosiers football team has won the Big Ten championship twice, titles in 1945, and can you guess the next one?
1967.
In 1967 was the last time they won the Big Ten championship.
Kind of saw that coming, but let's see. All right, so who? Here it is. All right. All right, so besides Cam Little, who has the longest field goal this year?
Brandon Aubrey.
Nope.
What?
No.
Wait. The Buccaneers kicker. I don't know his name.
Yeah, Chase McLaughlin, 65 yards. I was surprised to see that too, but yeah. I do want to ask me a few.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I want to do. There's a game that I saw people do, and it's like football related.
Yeah.
It's like, I forget what it is. Wait. Oh, it's like you gotta guess the player.
Okay.
So I'm gonna think of a player. You think of a player.
Okay.
And whoever guesses it first wins. So, do you have a player in mind?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to think. All right, I have a player.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question. You ask me a question, and whoever guesses it first wins. All right.
All right.
All right. Is your player in the AFC?
Yes.
Okay. You can ask me a question.
Is your player in the NFC?
Yes. Okay. Is your player in the AFC West?
Nope.
Okay. You could ask me.
Is your player in the NFC East?
Nope.
Oh.
Is your player in the AFC North?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have an idea.
You may be surprised. Is your player in the NFC West?
No. Is your player on the Steelers?
Nope.
Shoot.
Is your player in the NFC North?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player on the Browns?
Nope.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Is your player on the Packers?
Yes. Oh no. I gotta guess. All right.
All right, back out here. Mendoza hands it on off. That's gonna go nowhere. I think I know who.
All right. I think I'm gonna take a guess. Wait. I look at Kataya. Is your player on the Bengals?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I should have guessed that first. All right.
Is your player Micah Parsons?
No.
Oh.
Wait. Is your player Joe Burrow?
Nope.
Oh, I was gonna. All right.
Is your player on the Packers offense?
Yes. All right. Back to the game.
Okay.
Fernando Mendoza fakes the handoff. He's gonna roll out to his right. Looks downfield, and he finds his tight end again.
Wow.
Oh no, that's not his tight end. That's his receiver again for the big
Becker.
catch. Becker, who had the big catch a drive ago, he gets another big one there.
He has come up clutch in this one, and Becker goes there once again to pull it on in.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess again.
Yeah.
Is your player T. Higgins?
Nope. Is your player Jordan Love?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, my last guess. Is your player Jamar Chase?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Maybe we'll do that again the next commercial break, but yeah, it's gonna be 2nd and 6 now for the Hoosiers, and now let's see what they got going on here. As Mendoza, he's had a solid day today, 182 passing yards. Indiana also having 103 rushing yards today. As Mendoza back out to throw, goes up. It's gonna be 80, who is
Becker
wide
again.
open. Becker. He's been phenomenal today. Gets another one.
Yeah, that's Becker's third big catch of the day. And he's done it in the biggest situations in the game. You could just see he runs that corner route and he's able to he does step out of bounds, so they're gonna take a yard back from that, but it is still a first down.
Yeah. Great effort there. Try to gain some more as well. But yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 there for Indiana as they are moving down the field now. Mendoza hands it on off.
That's Black with the carry. He's gonna take it for about 3 yards.
Going to make it 2nd and 7 now as 2nd and 7 as they're going to line back up now.
Mendoza trying to get some more points for his offense. See if he's going to be able to do it. It's going to be 2nd and 7 with under 12 minutes to go in this final quarter. Can the Buckeyes defense get them off the field with 2 more stops? Mendoza is going to hand it off to Black. Black's going to carry it for a gain of about 2 yards, but he's going to fall forward. Oh no, that's Hemby. Excuse me, not Black. That's Hemby with the carry. Now Black is in the game.
Going to be 3rd and 5 now for Indiana here as Buckeyes trying to stay in this one, trying to stop them here. So about the 50. It's Mendoza on the offense lining back up.
This is a big 3rd down. Can the Buckeyes get them off the field? They have struggled to get them off the field. It's been big play after big play on 3rd down. Can Fernando Mendoza do it again?
Mendoza back out to throw, being pressured. Ohio State with the
He's gonna
pressure.
throw
and
it
he's
out of
gonna throw
bounds.
it away. Yeah.
The Buckeyes get the Hoosiers off the field on 3rd down, and it's going to be a punt coming up.
Yeah, a punt. Another punt there. And looks like Ohio State's going to have a chance to take the lead once again, as Ohio State, after the momentum has seemed to shift in favor of Indiana. Ohio State able to do a great job on this drive. Defense, and Ohio State is back in it, as now Indiana is going to punt it away. And to return, that's going to be number 1,
Brandon
Brandon
Innes.
Inges. As he'll be down close towards the end zone. And yeah, we're going to head to a commercial break. So I got another player in mind.
Okay, let
See-
me think of one.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to get it either. We'll see.
Hmm. Trying to think. All right, I got it.
All right. You want to go first?
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure he's on the team.
Okay. Oh boy. I got it.
Oh wait, no, he's not.
Okay. Yeah, let's just take while Kevin figures out
I'm trying to get a good one.
a player. We'll just take a look. I'm just gonna pull up the state champions. Want to congratulate them. So we have a few
All right,
more.
I got my player.
Yeah, we got Christian Brothers Academy winning Class A, Monroe winning Class B, and Bronxville winning Class C. Your new champions for today.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You could start off.
All right. Is your player in the AFC?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the AFC?
Nope.
All right.
Is your player in the AFC East?
Nope. Is your player in the NFC West?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the AFC South?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is your player on the Rams?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player on the Texans?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player on the 49ers?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player a running back?
No.
Okay.
Is your player on the Seahawks?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Is your player on offense?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player above the number 50?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player a wide receiver?
No. All right, back to the game. Julian Sane and the offense back out there after being stopped on 4th down. It's going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson, who keeps it going for about 6 yards. Okay. I'm ready to guess my player. Is your player Jacoby Brissett?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, back out there now. Sing in the offense. They line back up. Movement now for 85. As going to be a handoff for Saying. Walling gets the first down and some more. That's Bo Jackson. They have found Bo Jackson a lot in this one, finding him again there. So is your quarterback? No, is your player a quarterback?
Nope. All right. Is your player a wide receiver?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player a tight end?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player a running back?
Yes.
Okay.
As Saying back out to throw. It's going to be caught by number 89. That is going to be Will Kamatic. The tight end there takes it on in as I don't know, they ruled that incomplete there. So let's see. Is your player Dalton Schultz?
Yes.
Okay.
Now your player is either James Conner or that Knight guy.
So what are them?
It's. I'm gonna take a 50-50 guess and say it's Knight.
Nope.
Oh my
It's James Conner.
dang it! Because you said Knight earlier.
I did, yeah.
All right, back to the game. We have 8 minutes remaining in this one. It's going to be a big third down for the Buckeyes. 3rd and 5 coming up with time now dwindling down. Ohio State is now in some trouble. There is still a lot of time, but this is a big third down. They are 1-7 on the day on third down. Can Julian Sayin lead his team to a first down? Let's see. Sayin is going to drop back with pressure. Keeps his eyes downfield, and he finds number 12. That's Donaldson Jr. with the first down, the running back. What a play by Julian Sayin, keeping his eyes downfield, staying composed. He finds Donaldson for the first down.
Great job by Donaldson by saying to find Donaldson there. And Donaldson able to get it. Them great field position now. And a line back up. It's going to be saying back out to throw. It's going to find who else? But it's going to be Smith. Jair Smith. As that's going to be a few yards. A couple of yards there. As we'll see where they mark that. Jameer Smith. There we go. Jeremiah Smith. Gotta check the loss, double check the loss for that one. But yeah, Jeremiah Smith doesn't really go much. Maybe gets a yard after that play. 2nd 15, so actually lose a bit there as Buckeyes back out there.
Sayin's going to drop back. Finds number 25, Bo Jackson, for the catch on 2nd down. It's going to make it a more manageable third down for the Buckeyes on this crucial down. Now we are under 7 minutes to go. The Buckeyes running out of time now. Even though they're down 3 points, they're still got to worry about that time because if they don't get this first down and Indiana goes down and scores, they're down 2 possessions. This is a big down. They need this first down. They got to either draw a penalty or something. Let's see what they end up doing. Sayin with protection by his side. He's going to drop back with time. Keeps his eyes downfield. It's going to roll out to the right with pressure against him. He looks downfield and is caught by Carnell Tate.
What a catch by Carnell Tate. Was he able to keep his feet in? That's the question. It looks like he did.
In college, only 1 foot needs to be down.
Oh, I did not know that. So, yeah, let's see if he was able to keep his foot in. It looks like he did. He kept 1 foot for sure. Yeah, he kept 2 in. But anyway, yeah, only 1 foot. Yeah, that's going to go in. And 1.
What about in high school? Is it the same thing?
I think it's, as far as I know, it's 2.
Because in college, it's 1 foot.
Yeah, I never heard of that. I got it. As far as I was told, it was 2. It's going to be a handoff to Bo Jackson. And that will go down. 67's on the screen. Let's add one more. But
you could have like a 67 on every play almost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we're at like that amount.
Depends how many plays they've had.
Yeah.
Because he's on there every single play.
Good point. How many plays do teams usually have in a game? In football. Back out saying, back out to throw, goes up high, and that will go out. He'll throw that one away as that's going to be a 3rd and 8.
Under 5 minutes to go. 3rd and 8 coming down. The Buckeyes on this drive are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Can they get another 3rd down conversion, or at least get in field goal range to tie this game up? Let's see what Julian Sayin is able to do with his situation currently. Sayin, with Bo Jackson on his left, that is someone he could target for a quick dump down. But watch Brandon Ennis with the screen. Ennis is going to get the ball. It's going to be a trick play to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's going to take it, but what a play by the Hoosiers, who read the play perfectly and get it down. But it's going to be a flag down on the field. Is this going to be an illegal play or an illegal man downfield? We will be finding out soon.
Yeah, let's see what they're going to call here. And let's see what Bill Vinovich. Trying to test you guys if you're paying attention.
It's on the Indiana Hoosiers, an illegal block set. Let's see what this illegal block is. I guess he hit him low. But that was considered an illegal block. It's going to still be a 1st down for the Buckeyes. How many yards was that penalty? We do not know, but the Buckeyes are in a better situation now. They are at the 18-yard line. It's going to be a carry for Jackson. Jackson is able to stay on his feet and get a gain of 8 yards. This Buckeyes team is now in the red zone. Let's see if they are able to punch it in for 6 and get the extra point for it to be 7.
Let's see, as they are in their territory now in the red zone, as it's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 here for the Buckeyes. They are driving down, saying you got Jackson in the backfield. Jackson's been phenomenal today for Ohio State. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson going, fights for the 1st down. Looks like he got it. Did he get it?
They're going to mark him short.
Wow, yeah, they mark it short, making it 3rd and 1.
They're going to end up marking Bo Jackson short of the 1st down. And that's big because that makes it a 3rd down. And if Indiana is able to get Ohio State off the field again, that would force them in a situation to either kick the field goal or try to take a bigger lead. But I'm sure they would want a field goal to tie this up. But big 3rd and 1 coming up for the Buckeyes. Saying under center is going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself. No, he doesn't. And it's broken up by number 21. What a play to break that pass up. That's some great defense. And that's going to bring up 4th and 1. And this is going to be, obviously, you would kick it, but you never know with Ryan Day. Does he decide to go for it again in the same position he was just in earlier in this quarter?
Yeah, a field goal would tie it, but touchdown could take the lead. But if they don't get it, they don't convert here, they don't get the conversion, this may possibly cost them the game. But they're going to play it safe here to kick the field goal here, as 38 on to kick the field goal.
That's Fielding. Fielding's kick.
Oh my!
It's no
God.
good.
No good. Goes off to the left, and Indiana. That may do it. Indiana may pull off a stunner here against Ohio State. Kick goes off to the left.
Ryan Day knows. How do you miss that field goal? This is the difference, ladies and gentlemen, from the NFL to college sports. When your kicker cannot kick a 15-yard field goal or whatever that is just very bad. And Fielding, I feel bad for him because most of the Ohio State fans are college people or like college kids. So, like the death threats and everything that this guy is going to hear for days on end, you just feel bad. But Indiana is about 2 first downs away from winning their first Big Ten championship since 1967.
Yep. And yeah, this Indiana team, they've just. How good was Indiana last year? Were they?
They made the playoffs,
They
but they
did.
lost in the first round.
Yeah. What seed were they?
I think they were like a 10th seed. They were like
Yeah. So they've
barely
really
in.
stepped it up this year, going undefeated. The only team that winds up going undefeated, and yeah, that
I did
they're
not
going to be the
expect this.
favorites. You know, I did not either. Ohio State just felt like a much better team still, but Indiana is something, and they may do it. If they could beat Ohio State, they may win the national championship, and it's going to be very exciting. I do think Ohio State, they could still make it to the championship, but after this, it brings a lot of question marks, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I do think it's going to be exciting playoffs this year, and very excited to do that. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to
We
do a
will find
prediction
out.
bracket for
Yeah,
that
the
as well.
prediction bracket is going to drop tomorrow, so we could probably do that.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll plan to do that sometime this week, if there's time. But yeah. So 13-10. Now Indiana, they can't do anything stupid. Don't give Ohio State back the ball because yeah, they just got to play it smart here. One out the clock. Ohio State does have 3 timeouts, so it's not over yet, but it does look pretty good for Indiana.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and this is a game
Yes.
over for Indiana. They would get their first win in such a long since 1967.
Yeah.
But fielding, how do you miss that short field goal? You can't be missing those. But Fernando Mendoza, with everything on the line, and Heisman Trophy, a Big Ten championship, can he lead his team for a big first down? And that's how you're going to start it. A gain of about 4 yards for the Hoosiers.
60s.
And Ohio State's probably going to be forced to take their first time out here.
So, yeah, Ohio State, yeah, no surprise, going to take their first time out. 2nd and 5. They just need to get a first down, basically, and
this would be their first loss in over a year.
It would be since
the Michigan loss.
Yeah, and after coming off that win against Michigan, it just made you think how good this Ohio State team, how much they have overcome since that Michigan game, winning the national championship, and then now they're about to dominate the playoffs, but then Indiana shows up and shows them otherwise, and now who knows what we're gonna see in this college football playoffs? Who knows? Notre Dame or Texas somehow makes it. Because people think Texas are gonna make it because of Manning. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the delusional Texas Longhorns fans. They beat the second or third best team in the country, and now they want to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't put them in there.
Even though they almost lost to so many teams this year, and they said, "Oh, we only lost to Ohio State by 7 points."
Yeah, Ohio State's just about to lose to Indiana, so they're not the best team.
But this is a big potential, college setting win if they were to do this. This win would show them they could beat the best. And Kirk Cignetti, with the second year, I think, with the Indiana Hoosiers, this would bring in so many recruits, and Indiana would be a powerhouse for a long time to come if they were able to pull this win off. Fernando Mendoza is leaving next year, so maybe a top-end high school quarterback maybe wants to go to Indiana and play for Kirk Cignetti, who has found success with his quarterbacks. With Fernando Mendoza going in the first round, even though he was at Cal last year, he comes to Indiana, and they're about 2 first downs away from a Big Ten championship.
I want to squeeze it in quickly. I got another player in mind. Want to squeeze it? Let's try to squeeze in one more.
Okay.
'Cause
Mm,
I don't think you're gonna get this player.
all right. I got it.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Is your player in the NFC?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player in the AFC?
Yes. Mm, is your player in the AFC East?
Nope. Is your player in the AFC West?
Nope. Is your player in the AFC North?
Yes.
Okay.
But you said AFC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your player in the AFC North?
No. Is your player on the Bengals?
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's finish this game up.
Yeah, then we'll squeeze it in at the end. But so yeah, we got this.
Indiana, desperate for this win. It's gonna be Mendoza handing it off, and it's gonna be a gain of about nothing. Black had it, and Ohio State's gonna be forced to use their second to last timeout here. Mendoza needs this first down.
So yeah, Indiana, 81 losses versus Ohio State, most versus any opponent. Well, that's gonna show today, as yeah, Ohio State 30 consecutive wins versus Indiana. Yeah, that's about to change. That's a wild way to do it as well, as this is gonna shift so much as the Hooters are. Indiana is looking to take this one. You gotta think they're gonna be the 1 seed now, going in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Except if for some reason they still give it to Ohio State, but now they're gonna give it to
If
Indiana.
they win this game, it's whoever wins this game.
Well, yeah. But
But-
Indiana, they get a first down. It's game.
Indiana needs to pass the ball on 3rd and 6. Can Mendoza make a play to continue this amazing season? Mendoza drops back, goes deep.
And it's gonna be
And it's
caught! What a play! That's Becker. Wow. Pulls it on in.
Becker has had an insane game.
Indiana is gonna stun Ohio State.
No, it's not over yet. There's still a chance somehow.
They got one timeout.
Yeah, they have one timeout and they have the 2-minute warning.
Oh, forgot about the 2-minute warning. Yeah, okay. But they let it tick to the 2-minute warning.
Mendoza, so close to a Heisman Trophy and a Big Ten championship.
Yeah,
You can almost certainly believe after this game that he's going to be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft this upcoming year.
Yeah, and oh my, I hope he goes to the Saints. The Saints got to find a way to get him, and they're a quarterback away. That team is solid. They're a quarterback away from being an amazing team. But Kevin, is your
I am.
player in the AFC South?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player on the Steelers?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player on the Titans?
Yes.
Is your player?
Wait, it's my turn. It's my
Oh
turn.
yeah.
Is your player on offense?
No.
Okay, defense.
Nope. Wait.
Oh,
Oh. You did this.
Bro just gave me 2.
I'll do 2 then.
All right, you could ask.
Okay. Is your player on offense?
Yes.
Is your player a receiver?
No. All right. What the heck is the name of the kicker? I have no clue who the kicker is.
Gotta figure it out. Well, it may not be the kicker either.
Oh, it's a punter. I
It
don't know
could
who
be.
the-
I don't know. I'm not saying.
I gotta guess this guy's name.
Could be the holder.
Oh my goodness. Is it the kicker?
Yes.
Okay. You could ask me.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, Chris Boswell.
I would never got that.
Yeah.
You want to guess?
Yes.
You have to get it on this attempt.
Is it Taunt? Is it Spears?
No, it's Pollard.
Come on. Like, you probably would do Pollard. I do Spears to make it harder.
The only reason I did Pollard because he was on the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Alright, well. So now, everyone tuning in, just go to live chat, comment who you think deserves to win MVP for this game, and we'll announce the winner at the end of this one. Yeah, Indiana has not beat Ohio State since 1988. Wow, it's been a while, and now they're about to win their first championship since 1967. As they're just moments away, they're trying to do it, and yeah, Mendoza, what he's done, what a great job since the first quarter. 192 passing yards, a touchdown, has had a phenomenal performance as 13-10 is your current score in this one. Mendoza back out there.
Mendoza. They're going to obviously run the ball and drain some clock here. Let's see what they do. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and the running back slips down. That's not what you want. That's Black who falls. And the time is going to come off the clock. Ohio State's going to choose to save that timeout.
They're going to let the time tick as probably going to call a timeout like 1 second left to let the clock go down as much as you can. And yeah, Ohio State, yeah, Mendoza and the offense back out there now. They're gonna just line up, try to get a first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. First down will win the game for Indiana.
Mendoza hands it off again for a gain of 2 yards. And Ryan Day is going to call his last timeout. And there's another 67 on the field.
Nice. Add that. Wow, the 67 counter is destroying the. Yes,
It
destroying
has
the
doubled
scoreboard.
both team scores.
Yeah, and then some. Yeah, I had a successful night tonight. Head to a commercial break. Could squeeze in another player quickly. I got one.
Alright, I got one.
Alright.
Is your player in the NFC?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the NFC?
Yes. Is your player in the NFC East?
Yes. Is your player in the NFC East?
Yes. Is your player on the Commanders?
Nope. Is your player on the Cowboys?
No. Is your player on the Giants?
Nope.
Okay.
Is your player on the Eagles?
Nope. Is your player on the Eagles?
Nope.
Alright, so it's Cowboys.
Is your player on what team did I not say? Wait. So your player's on the Commanders, right?
Yep.
So,
Alright. Is your player on offense?
yes. Is your player on offense?
Yes. Is your player a receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player Jaden Daniels?
No. Is your player CeeDee Lamb?
Yes.
Alright,
I think you'd get that.
You have to guess this on this attempt.
Is your player Debo?
Yes.
That was just a lucky guess there. I'll take it.
You got it right.
Debo, yeah.
Damn.
That was lucky. But yeah, Did not think you'd get CeeDee Lamb. Got it. Do reverse, but yeah, Indiana about to this game. This has been a wild game. It's been right down to the end, and yeah, what a performance by both these teams. Indiana has shut out Ohio State in the second half. Yeah, they're 10 points from the first half, and just what a great performance by Indiana in this defensive battle all the way to the end. And just a great, this game has really turned into the great game that it was highlighted to be, as Indiana, for the first time since 1967, is trying to get it done.
Yeah, Indiana, one first down away from a Big Ten championship, but they need they need this first down first. It's 3rd and 10. Will they throw the ball or run the ball? They are going to choose to run the ball, and with the clock still rolling, the clock will start to tick now, and the Buckeyes are gonna have about 30 seconds roughly with the ball. Every first down will stop the clock. It's not like the NFL where the clock keeps moving. So every first down will stop the clock.
And hold on.
Oh, stillness.
So yeah, it's gonna be 4th and 5 now. As let's see, this will decide the game.
So 24 seconds left. The Buckeyes have no timeouts. They desperately need a field goal to tie this up and send it to overtime.
And will they punt here? Or will they try to go for it? They're probably gonna. They may just punt it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to punt it and rely on their defense, who has held the Buckeyes to 10 points.
Yeah, I didn't realize they went that far in the field. Yeah, they're going to punt it here. And yeah, their defense. Let's see if we could see Mahomes' magic from the Ohio State offense, but it's not the NFL. So let's see if Indiana is going to be able to hold them off in this defense like they've been playing great all day. They're going to be able to do it again.
Well, obviously they need to get in field goal range, but when your kicker can't kick like a 15-yard field goal, I don't know if you can make a 50 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not the NFL, so.
And the
that feels
hashes
for
matter
sure.
too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
So
another big thing.
the punter, with 24 seconds, he's gonna try to down this as far as he can. He doesn't want it to touch back. So the punt is gonna go up, and the time is starting to tick down, and it's gonna be fair caught by Brandon Inniss with 18 seconds to go. The Buckeyes desperate for anything at this point. They're gonna have to throw it up for Jeremiah Smith or Carnell Tate and hope for a miracle. Again, college football rules: if it's a first down, the clock will stop as almost a timeout. But once you get under center, it starts running again. But Indiana, looking for its biggest win in years. Can they do it to continue this magical season and steal the 1 seed in the playoffs?
Saying back out there now. Last chance for Ohio State. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it here. Saying back out to throw. Rolling around. It's going to be taken on in. And he runs right out of bounds. Probably could have grabbed a couple more yards there, though. Does stop the clock. That's going to be number 12.
Donaldson.
Donaldson.
Julian Sayin now with 13 seconds to go. Time is now coming down. 13 seconds, and you still got to factor in, you got to get your kicker out on the field and stuff like that. So at this point, they're trying to maybe get a Hail Mary attempt, because, or they might start having to lateral it.
Surprised they didn't try that already, as they just wasted 10 seconds on that play. As
Sayin
saying
goes deep.
Turned 32 yesterday. As it goes up. Incomplete.
It's incomplete. 2 seconds left.
And that should do it. One more. They'll have one more attempt, but it's near to impossible. Even if they got it, get it down. That's what they needed to get it into field goal range, and now they have to do a miracle now as they gotta score. There's no more chance on a field goal now. They gotta score here.
Yeah, 2 seconds left. Indiana ready to rush the field for the biggest win in their program history. 2 seconds away. Indiana's going to call their last timeout. They want to prepare for this. Indiana looking for the biggest win in program history, ready to rush the field, saying, does he have anything left in him? He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to look downfield, and it's going to be incomplete either way.
And Indiana, for the first time since 1967, has won the championship for their section. Wow.
The Big Ten champion for the 2025 season belongs to the Indiana Hoosiers. Wow, what an upset. I did not see this coming. Wow, what a season for them. And what about Fernando Mendoza winning the Heisman Trophy now?
Yeah, he showed in this game that he deserves it, and I'm excited to see him play the next few years in the NFL. It's gonna be very interesting to see the type of quarterback that he turns into. But
Can we hear this?
I do feel like, wow, Mendoza is crying. Yeah. Yeah, they're 13-0. They deserve it. Wow, yeah, this is a stunner there, as we got a final score of 13-10, as Indiana is 13-0, as Ohio State gets their first loss of the year. They fall to 12-1. Mendoza is so ecstatic. Let's just take a look at taking a look now that if we got any votes for the MVP in this one. No, we did not, but yeah, I think the player of the game, Mendoza for sure.
Yeah, Mendoza, player of the game, and he's going to win the Heisman Trophy. Last year, Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy, arguably over Ashton Jeanty. But this year certainly belongs to Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, that's for sure. But what a game. What a game we just witnessed. What a stunner. Ohio State's first loss of the year. This game's going to shake up the playoffs. Indiana, what a win.
Yeah.
This is probably the best college football game I've ever seen. And
I don't know about ever seen.
that I've ever seen.
It was a good game. Defensive game.
Yeah, good defensive game. It's just what an upset. And
yeah, big upset.
And yeah, what a great win by Indiana. But Kevin, what are your final thoughts on this one?
Indiana's legit. They have a chance at a national championship. I thought Ohio State was gonna blow them out, but Indiana proved to everyone today that they are legit. They could win the championship. They could win it all this year, and they win it. They win the Big Ten championship since 1967, and that's something people didn't think was going to happen this year. They upset the #1 ranked team in the country, and what a season for Fernando Mendoza. You just got to feel so happy for him. Transferring over, he wins this Big Ten championship, and this has just been an incredible season for them. And you just got to feel happy for this team, because no one expects teams like Indiana. You always expect the big blue bloods and powerhouse schools to always win these championships, but no. This year, it's the Indiana Hoosiers who step up and they make history.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough statement to follow, but yeah, what a game. Oh, this Indiana squad, they're legit, and they may win it all now. They're probably going to win it all now. And yeah, they just pushed Ohio State to only 10 points. What a game they just put up. Just a crazy performance all the way, just throughout the game till the end. And Mendoza, I'm excited to see the type of player he is in the NFL. I'm just excited to see the player he turns into, and oh my god, I hope the Saints get him. But I'm excited for this Indiana team, and I'm sure we'll do some more college football games later this December. But for now, that's gonna wrap it on up. And yeah, Indiana takes it over Ohio State. Your final score is gonna be Indiana 13 to Ohio State 10. What a game we just witnessed. And Kevin, I want to thank you for joining me for this one. This was a fun game to call. Also, earlier this game, also fun to call, but this game was hyped, amazing. But I'm Ben Silk.
I'm Kevin DeLeg.